Good evening, Simon here, Explosive Action, for my very, very late last day of May update. Tomorrow is June, tomorrow is winter, it's going to get colder, that's more awesome. Let's do movies. So we'll kick off with the Blu-rays, and the first one is the new Scorpion releasing of Enigma Rosso, which is better known as the Red Rings of Fear. I really dig this film. This is unofficially the third film in it's colloquially known as the Schoolgirls in Peril trilogy. That starts with Solange, or What Happened to Solange, and What Have They Done to Our Children, I think is the name of the second one. Slightly name escapes me for the moment. But the third one is Red Rings of Fear, which is my favourite of the three, which is an unusual position, but I really do like the sleaziness of this one, so very happy to get on Blu-ray. It's only ever had a grey market German DVD, which looks pretty good, but this Blu-ray completely kills it, so very cool. The Boneyard, another one from Code Red. Look at that cheesy cover. That's brilliant. This is a 80s US horror film I have never seen. I think it's one of those ones that would shout at you on the VHS shelves and people would rent based on the cover. And that's very much all I know about it. Yeah, it's completely gone past me. I've never seen it. I don't even know if there was an Australian VHS or not. But that's the Boneyard. I'm going to give this one a go. Looks fun. All right, so JB had a buy one, get one free sale. That's come and gone. And awesome, basically their annual sales now. They're every May for the last 3 years at least. Buy one Blu-ray, get another one free. Lowest one is cheapest. So you make sure you get things at the same price. It includes box sets. That's really good. Didn't go too nuts this year, but I picked up a new Antonio Banderas film, Acts of Vengeance, which is sort of, well, in Australia it's direct to DVD, direct to Blu-ray action revenge film that looks really cool. Looks right up my alley, this one. And I paired that one with another one of his, Security, with Ben Kingsley as well. This was a lot of fun. This was like Die Hard in a shopping mall. Basically, it's that kind of thing. I had a lot of fun with it. It just does what it says on the tin. And he plays a very believable role, so that was cool. And I picked up American Assassin, which I've heard good things about, and does have, although he's not on the front, I'm not sure how much he's in it. Scott Adkins is in this film too. And I need to see everything that he's in. Bit of a Adkins tragic. And it does say it's explosive. So, again, got to watch it. So it's American Assassin. And I paired that with, oh yeah, Deep Blue Sea 2. I expect garbage. I hope I get garbage. Look at that shark. Look at those sharks. What a terrible but awesome cover. It includes strong bloody injury detail. And they're stronger, wiser, and deadlier. Oh, man. Yep. I expect sci-fi channel quality there. The main two I picked up, though, because they were $25 each, but then buy one, get one free, so I guess $12.50 each. You can't argue with that. Death Wish 2 and 3 Blu-ray, followed by Death Wish 4 and 5. Really, really nice transfers on these. Didn't think I'd ever upgrade my Vigilante DVD box set, and I'm certainly not getting rid of it, but these are top-notch. And we go up to the DVDs now, starting off with sci-fi film Telios. This is the amazing reverse cover from a relatively new label, Black Neon, Australian label. And they've been putting these really cool reverse covers on their discs, make them look like old VHS. I appreciate that. The actual release cover, pin this open with one hand, is a bit more like that underneath there. It's fairly standard stuff, quite pretty, but yeah, cannot argue with this vintage looking goodness. It's even got an old M rating down there and the fake tear. Very cool. The film itself, kind of a slow, small sets, more thinking man sci-fi film. It's got a bit of a violent end, but not bad. I need to watch it again. I did tune out a little bit. It really is a little slow. But I've got to appreciate the effort these guys put in. It's only a small cast of 5 or 6 people. Pretty good effects for what's obviously a low budget. Very sci-fi in its approach, and nice cool technology and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it just didn't hugely grab me, but I will watch it again. Telios, very cool. Cheapo, I got the Amiga code. Quite hard to find this one. More bloody Casper Van Dien. Jesus Christ. This time with Michael Ironside along for the ride. I've actually had the sequel to this called Megiddo, Amiga code to Megiddo, for a long time. And then this one landed in my lap. Cheapo, apparently 12.5 million, the US box office. Well, fuck me dead. That's what, like, how much money they make in the toilet or something. That's nothing. But anyway, the Amiga code looks like my kind of direct-to-video cheese. I don't care what they say there. That's rubbish. Of course it's direct-to-video. As would have been Silencers. This is a PM Entertainment film, which I had on I thought it was legit at the time DVD, but I think it was actually a grey market job. But I was very lucky to find the old Payless DVD of Silencers. Jack Scalia, good fun PM sci-fi actioner. And yeah, this one never shows up, this particular edition. So really happy to get that. Got this one on the weekend. This was new. It was $6.98. Can't argue with that. Don't know anything about it, but it was called The Survivalist. The cover looked interesting, and it said Mad Max in the countryside, and it was rated R. Lots of ticks in those boxes for me. Every stranger is an enemy. So yeah, I really don't know what this is about, but it looks kind of cool to me. So The Survivalist. Tripping over my words. Picked up The Hunted. This is quite hard to find these days. Found this in a CEX store. Christopher Lambert. In a when is this, 97 or something? 95. Yeah, 95 action thriller. And one I've been wanting to check out for ages. And it's the old Universal DVD. I like finding these ones from the earlier days of DVD, but they did them right. They're really nice anamorphic prints. And never not repressed as far as I know. No supplicant editions later on, so... Yep, very cool. Check out The Hunted. Got this one in the trade. Incredibly rare, this one. Jeff Wincott's Jungle Law. Welcome to the jungle. Didn't even know this was a film, let alone a DVD. Yeah, pretty rare Jeff Wincott film, this one. So, like me some Wincott. Good action stuff there. I may have his ultimate revenge. Welcome to the jungle. Only law is survival. Brilliant. Should be fun. Found this in a charity store, Perfect Blue. I've been picking up these old Madman manga anime movies. I know often they're cut, but I find them for like $1 and they're just so nicely presented. So I picked it up. Perfect Blue. I've heard it's actually quite a really good one. So hopefully this one's not cut. We will find out. Oh dear. What am I doing? Shannon Tweed in Elektra. This looks shit-tastic. It really does. I'm not going to read it out, but just pause and read that little blurb at the top because it's absolutely amazing. I'll read the first bit. 15 dead bodies, 6 breasts. Yep. This is going to be one hell of a time. Elektra. Woo! This was pretty average. Countdown, The Sky's on Fire. Just another World's Coming to an End film. But I picked it up because it had... who did I like in it? Man, I can't even remember anymore. It had someone in it that I wanted to see. Oh, yeah, that guy from Stargate. What's his name? Ben Bauer or something? Anyway, I can't remember his name. And he was fine in it, but yeah, the film was pretty average. And the science was... Woo! Man... Science in this one was atrocious. If you dig shit science end-of-world films, Countdown, The Sky's on Fire. You'll be just putting your head in your hands. Haven't seen this since it hit the cinema, 13th Floor. The nice old original DVD from Columbia. Don't think it's had a local Blu-ray. Could be wrong on that. Not sure if it's had an international one. It probably has. I'm happy with this. Hard to find generally, and I found it for $2, so Cool, get to revisit the 13th floor, see if it was any good. The Ride. Michael Bain. Don't know if this is even an action film. It doesn't look it. I mean, that photo doesn't fill me with confidence, but it looks like it's actually fairly rare. And a lot of these old flashback DVDs are getting that way now. So, look, I'll check it out. The Ride. Hopefully he shoots some people in a Western type scenario, but, rootin' tootin' championship bull rider. I don't know. Maybe he falls off, breaks his neck. Who knows? That could be fun. And here we go with Time Quest. This is bloody rare. Found this one in a, what the hell charity store was it? Not a Vinnie's, not a Salvo's, one of the other ones, one of the random ones. But I was stoked to find this. This has got Bruce Campbell in it. And I've never seen it. It's going to go straight on my to-watch pile very soon. Time Quest. The future's last hope is the past. Dun, dun, dun. There he is down there. And that bloke there, I don't know his name, but he's in lots of stuff, like Stargate SG-1 shows up. Mid-late 90s, I guess. 2002, really? That surprises me. Okay. But there you go, Time Quest with Bruce Campbell. Hopefully it's a good one. And now we're into the Asian pile. Japanese, Hong Kong, Taiwanese, Thai, you name it. That's where we're going here. This is Godzilla Raids Again. Was missing from my collection. Did not get a local release on the Eastern Eye box sets. There's a handful that didn't. And Raids Again, which is the second film after the original 54, 55 Godzilla. And I was very lucky to find this one in a local trade group for an incredibly good price, considering this thing is worth a heap now. Beautiful US edition. Really nicely done. Like, they're just stunning sets. Both the Japanese cut with subtitles and the different English cut of the film. Commentary, special features, that kind of thing. Just really nice presentation on this disc here. Nice little seal of approval there with Zilla on it. So that's awesome. Godzilla Raids Again. Bunch of Fortune stars. Very happy to get some more legendaries in here. This one is Bless This House, also called Jumpin' Jack Flash. I know very little about it. I am going off Extra the Mutilator's somewhat recommendation. He recommends a lot of things, or at least he just says, hey, I'm going to watch this movie. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm on that too. And that's what happens. And, yep, I found this one on eBay. And it was sealed, but not. It was listed as used, but it was looking sealed. So I asked about it, and he just does the same thing I do with these, is just slide the sides off so you can keep the shrink on, which is nice. So anyway, it's a supernatural horror comedy, and it certainly looks a lot of fun. Bless This House. I'll be checking this one out soon. Cannot believe I managed to finally pick this one up. Peacock King, the first film, the second being Saga of the Phoenix, which I already had. Didn't think I'd find this one. It's one of the very hardest legendaries that I've been looking for, and I managed to find it for a good price. It is, as you see, reverse cover. It doesn't have the little credit slip on the back, so it's either missing its slip box or it's missing the credit sleeve, one of the two. But whatever, I paid a good price. And yeah, so I look forward to checking this one out. The summary of the film is two brothers who were separated at birth reunite to fight a demon king. And that's all I needed to hear. It's meant to be pretty mental. Awesome. Inspector Wears Skirts Part 2. Also very hard to find. You can see it's got Jackie Chan on it, but he's producer. He's not in the film. Sibel Hugh is the main leading lady in this film. And it's as good as the previous one. I enjoyed it quite a lot. Fun action comedy. Just cop girls shooting bad guys, hijinks along the way. That's what it is. It's good fun. Inspector Wears Skirts 4. Where's Part 3? Part 3 I don't have, and it's under a strange name that I tried to memorize and have forgotten again. It's not called Inspector Wears Skirts 3. It's called Casino Marine Boat something. I don't know. I know Extra is laughing at me right now, but it's a stupid name. Anyway, I'll find that when I can. Inspector Wears Skirts 4, also called Inspector Wears Skirts 92. And this one's Cynthia Khan and Moon Lee Haven't checked this one out yet, but that's a winning combo. Should be good fun. Delta Mac DVD. Again, quite hard to find. As is Yes, Madam 5. With Cynthia Khan again. Strange pink cover. I was quite enamored by this weird DVD case as well. I'd never seen anything like that before. That pisses me off. God, I hate it when they're written on the wrong side. Like, that's supposed to be... Anyway. I digress. Interesting case. Just, you don't see this kind of thing anymore. Very, very interesting. It's got DVD embossed in it. Yeah. Not sure if they were popular in Asian markets or not, but yeah, first one I'd ever seen. Put out by Mercury. So yeah, there we go. Malaysian DVD. Very cool. Women on the Run, Category 3, hard action, revenge, vigilante kind of thing with, oh no, I'll screw these names up, Tamara Glau and Farini Chang. There's these two here. And, yep, haven't watched this one yet, have heard many good things about it, and I think it gets quite dark and seedy. Does involve prostitution rings and things, but yep, should see how this one goes. That is Women on the Run. And I've heard nothing but amazing things about Raging Phoenix from the producers of Ong Bak, starring, and if I can say her name right, Zhizha Yanin, who was from Chocolate, who I think we've probably all seen Chocolate by now, which is great Thai action, and this one looks to be just the same. World-class fighting and kick-ass. So there you go. Strong violence. Lots of winning combos there for me. I will be checking out Raging Phoenix soon. A Yukari Oshima film, The Godfather's Daughter Mafia Blues. What a title. What a bizarre cover too. All strange colours on it. A Mia Laser Company DVD release here, and another case that's a first for me. I thought this was pretty impressive. Another blue logo thing there, and they got their logo embossed in the case. It's pretty cool. You don't see that kind of thing anymore. Probably from the late 90s, I'd say this came out. But yep, more Yukari for the collection. Godfather's Daughter Mafia Blues. See how that one is. And the last in the DVD pile, Shaw Brothers film Vengeance. Many people, quite a few people have been telling me that this is in the top 5 Shaw Brothers films, and I look forward to checking it out. Directed by Chang Che, and it sounds quite psychotic and violent, so I will be checking out Vengeance. Well, there's no two ways around it. I've gone headfirst into VCDs. It's 2018, and I'm now buying VCDs. I don't know what the world's coming to, but a lot of these Hong Kong films, it's Laserdisc or VCD, and sometimes VCD is easier. Drunken Master 2 with Jackie Chan. This one is on DVD, obviously, but there's many issues with this film's release. I won't proclaim to be an expert, but from what I understand, anything that's not this VCD or the Laserdisc is going to be either cut, full screen, non-subtitled, or have an altered soundtrack. This here is uncut, letterbox, subtitled with the correct soundtrack. So that's at least something. Of course, it's the not as brilliant quality of VCD, but you forget about the quality a few minutes into the films, and you actually start to really enjoy it's fairly warm watching these things in VCD, particularly with the Hong Kong filming style of the 80s and 90s. It doesn't impact the experience too much, is what I'm trying to say. But this was absolutely stellar Jackie Chan with just a monumental final fight at the end. It's one of his best, and it really deserves a better release. So yeah, Drunken Master 2. This one is called Thou Shalt Not Swear. And yeah, horror comedy, very funny at the start, definitely. Found this one on eBay for $7, including shipping, so I thought I'd give it a go. And I was surprisingly impressed with it. It's pretty funny. It derails a little bit, but it's supernatural horror comedy that definitely has some good laughs at the start. The Armed Policewoman. This one's got Carrie Ung in it. I'm sure I can't say her surname correctly, but that's how I'm going to say it. On Ocean Shores VCD, which is why it's nice and bright green. This one was good fun, lots of action, category 2. I always enjoy how they put these like certifications on the back, and is anyone meant to be able to read it? I don't know why they bother, but some strange laws. The Armed Policewoman, this one was good fun. It came new and sealed, so I had to crack the little protective seal there, which was cool. This one I found out in the wild in the city. I was surprised by The Day That Doesn't Exist. Anthology horror film that was a bit weak sauce, I gotta say, a little bit tepid. In fact, I haven't watched the second part of it yet. It's 2 films on each, one on each disc, and the first one didn't grab me. Maybe I was in the wrong state of mind, but yeah, it was pretty uneventful, that first part. But I'll check the second one out sometime soon and see where we go. It was just the usual ghosts and supernatural kind of thing that Hong Kong likes to do. Crocodile Hunter, Andy Lau film. What a crazy cover. Looks like a popcorn box or something. Know very little about this one. It's just another one that Extra said, here's a film called Crocodile Hunter, you should buy it. And I just said, yes, boss, and here we are. Crocodile Hunter. I'm assuming he doesn't really hunt crocodiles, but hey, what do I know? It looks pretty cool. This one was loads of fun. Whore and Policewoman. I just liked the fact it was called Whore and Policewoman. This is another one that Extra was showing me a potential Laserdisc that he found. And I thought I'd check online, and I found this VCD and figured, well, that's going to do me. And yeah, this was a good fun one, this. Yeah, category 3, of course. Has the usual category 3 sliminess. And yeah, cop and prostitute team up to avoid being shot at by gangs. It's that, wouldn't say buddy comedy or anything, but, they buddy up to get to the end of the film. And yep, good fun, lots of action. This one was fantastic. Mission of Justice, not to be confused with a Jeff Wincott film, though it does have a surprising cameo star in it. This one's got it's got everyone. It's got Moon Lee, it's got Yukari Oshima, it's got Gary Daniels. That's the one that shocked me. Gary Daniels is in this film. He's in the opening scene. He doesn't say a word. He has a huge mullet and he gets shot. And it was just brilliant. I watched it twice. I couldn't believe it. Other than that, it's almost a jungle hut exploitation film. It's lots of exploding huts in this one. So very happy with that Mission of Justice. And the last two, Beauty Investigator. Note that cover. And then, Yes, Madam, A Serious Shock. And you are not dreaming. They are practically the same cover. I don't know what was going on in the designer's mind when he was making these two, but that's pretty funny, I thought. And both quite different films, of course, but they share the same stars. Moon Lee and Yukari Oshima in this one, and then Cynthia Khan in that one as well. That's probably her in the background in the third picture. Yep, just more kick-ass girls with guns films, which is what you can see I've been watching a lot of lately. Beauty Investigator and Yes, Madam, A Serious Shock. It's also called Death Triangle. This one was really good and it had some surprisingly gory bits and super violent category 3 nastiness. Anyway, that's me and my update this time. Just making it in for May, though it's probably going to be June 1st when you see it. Hope you all enjoyed. See you next time.